vectors to the bitmap. Vector, okay, you'd have two different types of ways that graphics are displayed on a computer or other type things. One of them is a bitmap. You're manipulating the bits out of a picture. And the other one is vectors. Does anybody know the difference between bitmap and vectors?
Ty, you know that one.
All right. He ought to know that. If you've done any CAD stuff, you don't know what vectors are.
Some other guy did the programs, I just loaded it in.
What bits and, is that what we're...
Okay, bitmap is you actually working with the different little bits on the screen. If anybody has seen a picture that you've blown up on a computer screen, you blow it up and blow it up, and all of a sudden it ends up in little bitty squares.
Yeah,
Pictures
are like the pixels, sort
Yeah,
of.
little pixels, that's what you're working with.
Right.
All right, now a vector is you're actually working with mathematics. Now what it does is it draws lines from here to there. You give it a point from here to here, it says draw a line. All this thing here has to work with its lines because you're going to move from here to there. It can't say, well, I go from this bit to that bit. Well, they don't know what the hell bits are. So it goes from point to point. So this allows me to take this bitmap picture, which is what I've got, and change it to vectors. By coming over here, I can tell this whether this is a black and white or a color one. Okay, where am I at here? Okay. I can tell this how wide, how this I want to go in here, and how smooth to make my cuts, which is mainly adding contrast to it. And also I have a noise filter.
How smooth to make it.
Yeah.
Noise filter. What do you...
All right, let me tell you what it is.
That damn thing.
On a picture, if you have a picture, there's a lot of what they call noise, extraneous little dots.
Okay.
You don't want to have trying to make this thing here and go through every place you might have seen a hair or a part of a hair and try to go in there and cut something. So you can eliminate up to a certain amount, which is a filter. You say, all right, for points smaller than so much, ignore them. That's what the filter is. I can adjust the filter on there. All right. So let's say this is right up to 10 pixels. Or 3 pixels. If it's smaller than 3 pixels, it's going to ignore the thing. By the default corner, this is loose to how the corners are going to fit into the thing when you're making, turning corners. Whether you want them to have all your points be super sharp, or you want them to sort of be rounded. On a picture, you don't want square edges on the thing. You want things curved so they can flow into each other. So you can set the differences on that thing.
Can you see what you're doing while you're programming it? Or you gotta wait till you're done?
All right, now this is the bitmap layer, and I can turn it off. So all I'm going to be left with is my vector layer by turning it on. Whoops, what happened to it? I don't know, went away. Look back my bitmap layer. Oh, I didn't have the thing selected, I bet you. All right, I bet I didn't have that selected when I wanted to do that. All right, select all vectors. All right.
And what do you call it? JPEG? That's where you get all your, whatever kind of a picture you want?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of JPEG.
Was JPEG, which is, you go on the internet, almost all the pictures on there, they're either GIF, which is graphic interchange format, or JPEG, which is joint something or other. It's a standard, is what it is. They call it, but it's got .jpg. It's a J. They call them JPEG pictures. Almost all your cameras take JPEG pictures. Either you're doing that or you're doing a raw format and saving.
But they got millions of prints on there, or whatever you can select from or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
But anyhow, I can change the picture to vectors so the machine can carve and stuff.
And if you wanted to say specific prints, I guess on that JPEG thing, it'll search it for you. Like if you need a name of something, like like say for instance Terry Redmond.
Well, yeah, you can go on the internet and do
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can go on the internet and search for anything you want to. What do you want?
Terry Redmond.
Let's go to
Fourth of
Google.
July.
Let's go to Google. Terry?
Well, yeah, for the prints. Terry Redmond, TerryRedmond.
He's an outdoor painter, I think.
Outdoor painter?
Yep. Yeah, he does a lot of ducks. Ducks
Go
Unlimited.
figure.
Ducks Unlimited and stuff like that.
This is not a porn star.
Art sale, how's that?
I guess, I don't know, I thought you could go to JPEG and then you punch it in or something, like Terry Redmond prints here on the right, art print.
Yeah, stuff collection on sale now. And this will bring up some pictures it is, and all the pictures they're gonna show you are JPEGs. That's what the pictures on the internet are, almost either JPEGs or they're,
Move
see
your
these
head.
things right here?
Yeah, right now, if you clicked on something like that, you can,
This is
you know, when you send it into that type of thing, it'll actually do those. Yeah. That might take a while though, huh?
You probably would, because this one right here, if I let this thing run for the whole thing, it took almost, what, 100, hour and 45 minutes?
Yeah.
So it was, if I let this one only go by 4.5 minutes.
Well, you have to take what you want out of that picture.
Yeah, see, that isn't a very big one, see how big we can get this thing. It still isn't that big.
Yeah.
The bigger you get it, the more detail you're gonna be able to work with. But that there's a JPEG.
Okay.
And the way you can find out, you can go up here and if you right click on it, it says save picture as, and it comes up, it says JPG, the JPEG.
Okay. All right, well, I'll find one of that, and that's what I'll put on them doors on the carrier.
But you need a good one. For this one here, we probably wouldn't do because it doesn't have that much detail, it's too
Right.
small.
I'll get some with some ducks on it flying, you know, coming in, you know.
But anyhow, that's how you can do it. You can find them all over any place you want to on the internet. All right, go ahead and go to lunch and we'll come back and we'll